De Richet, sticking your nose everywhere again.
Wow. What's
What?
the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him, immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick.
Colpiscilo, fallo ragionare, per forza.
Look, I don't know what you're going on about, and I don't have time for this right now.
Don't bank on getting rid of me so easily, De Richet. Where have you been?
Allora, aspetta. Where have you been? Ok. Non ricordo più cos'era lui, vediamo. Era qua. Bonaparte. Persuasione politica, ok. Ricordo che abbiamo trovato tutte cose di Bonaparte, dai. Persuasione politica. Manipolazione però.
Did Lord Mortimer tell you you could trust me?
Yes, but...
So, I'm working for him right now, and you're wasting my time with your questions. Look, if he hasn't taken you into his confidence, then you shouldn't know yet.
I'll soon figure out what you are up to. And I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from him.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
Dai un manoscritto raro, dai un altro oggetto raro. Confondilo. Questo è duro. Manoscritto raro, dai un altro oggetto raro. Oggetto raro. Calamita, isidorato, punti dell'architetto. Guarda che bug, c'è un bug, una dimenticanza. Che c'è il tempo che va, basta che clicco qua e si perde, no? Ma col cavolo che ti do un manoscritto raro io, ragazzo. Calamita.
Very well. Fair is fair. You've exposed me. Here. This is what I took from him. Look, I'm sorry. I acted on a bizarre impulse.
I don't know either, and frankly, you have disappointed me. That said, it is not as bad as I thought it would be. Right. We'll leave it there.
Woo!
I'm glad that things have been cleared up.
So, are we finished here?
Indeed we are. I shall leave you.
That's right. Go play somewhere else. See you later, monsieur.
No, ho perso la
Come
calamita,
on.
gente.
I have to hurry up and join my mother at the wharf now.
Gente, ho perso la mia calamita affidata. Mannaggia. Oh. Cosa sta succedendo? Vedo troppi servitori, eh?
Ah, Louis. Perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
Ma devo andare veramente a parlare con Mortimer? No. Ciao. Me ne vado.
Excuse me, monsieur.
Sì,
Lord Mortimer is asking for you.
Niente, siamo costretti a parlare. No, cioè, non mi piacciono questi servitori, eh. Guarda quanti servitori.
Come closer, please. It's time we had a little chat.
What's wrong, my lord? Tell me. What's with all the bodyguards?
Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
The wrong road?
Louis, Sarah has made her own choices of her own free will, and I would like for you to have the same chance. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons.
Ed è falsa. Ed è vera.
And it's true.
She's right.
Cosa? What?
Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
What the... Aspetta. Vabbè, è vero, aspetta, non c'è una cosa, non si può scoprire niente da lui. No, aspetta, cosa? Cosa mi stai dicendo?
You're the devil incarnate.
The devil? I'm not saying that all Judeo-Christian folklore hasn't served us, but the truth is, of course, something quite different. Please, don't look at us through the primitive prism of religions. I am not hiding any horns or goat's feet, Louis. I have no tail.
What? Aspetta. Personaggio, cos'è il diario? Dov'è coso? Dov'è? Mortimer. Persuasione e scienza.
Why do you bring up folklore? You mean that you've taken advantage of people's beliefs?
No, not exactly. I mean that we in fact created them from scratch. It is amazing to see how mankind has such a strong need to believe in something superior to itself. It was very instructive for what was to come.
Aspetta, ma veramente che... Ma che sta succedendo qua, scusate gente? Ma mi stai prendendo in giro o... E poi era molto sicuro di sé, no? Non so se ci si può fidare.
You've been Mortimer for 600 years? How long have the demons been among mankind?
I don't think I'd be lying if I said that we have always been here.
If I follow you, you must have witnessed some of the greatest moments in history.
You could certainly say that, yes.
Oddio, quante robe. Morte di Cristo.
You seem to be fascinated by Christ. You aren't him, are you?
Oh, no, not at all. He was my father, though. Strange as it seems.
What?
I beg your pardon?
Cosa?
Am I dreaming? Ugh, please tell me I'm dreaming.
Sta sognando.
We should have the
sicuro.
chance to talk about all that again later, but yes, he was my father. All the mythology surrounding Jesus of Nazareth really stems from my father's prideful need to show himself among men.
What the... What?
Did you know ancient Egypt?
Oh, yes. We were gods on earth in those days.
What did men call you then?
Amenhotep IV.
The 10th pharaoh of the 18th dynasty?
Ooh, I see you're a connoisseur, Louis. Impressive.
Did you know ancient Greece?
In many ways, yes. One day Pericles, the next
Lui Pericle.
Just the memory of the time I spent working on acoustics with Pythagoras. Well, it moves me quite deeply, to tell the truth.
Pericles. He's the one who brought Athens to its golden age, isn't he?
In a way, yes.
He established democracy and then died during an epidemic. It wasn't so long after his 2 sons passed away. Isn't that right?
Excuse me, Louis, I would rather not relive any more of that, if you don't mind.
Did you experience ancient Rome?
Oh, yes. Luxury and decadence, Louis. My family did indeed reign supreme, but from this period I retain only the works of my friend, Marcus Vitruvius Pollio.
I've noticed that you have a passion for the Crusades.
Among other things, yes. Mainly the third. It was during the siege of St. Joan of Arc that I took possession of Lord Mortimer.
And you've never changed skins or bodies since?
I have used other envelopes, but only to carry out very short tasks. Apart from that, indeed, I have been able to retain the identity of William Alexander Mortimer throughout the centuries.
Ma veramente? Ciò? Stiamo parlando di sto discorso così, tranquillamente?
Lucifer, the fallen archangel, left heaven accompanied by 133,306,668 angels. Is it true that there are that many of you?
No, I assure you, Louis. Forget your Bible class. It's ridiculous. We are not angels. We don't have wings. There is certainly nowhere near 1 million of us. And for that matter, no sacred human text represents us correctly. There are several families, and the family to which I belong has 8 siblings, including Gregory and myself.
Sir Gregory is your brother?
Yes, what can I say? You can't choose your family. But it is
What?
very difficult to know
Gregory
exactly how many of us
fratello
there
sono in
are, because
8?
a large number of our kind remain hidden, or never reveal themselves even to us.
Cioè, dove stiamo arrivando a fine del gioco? Cioè, al 4º capitolo, no?
And you truly have the power to manipulate the thoughts of men.
That's right. Every demon has the capacity to infiltrate the minds of men and to read and steer their thoughts.
And what do you do with this power?
We help them, of course.
Sciocchezza.
Of course you do. And you expect me to believe that, I suppose.
Louis, demon is just a word. It all depends on what exists beneath the surface. I understand that this isn't easy. The culture of men is centered on the fact that demons are responsible for all the evils on Earth.
But if it's the same in every single culture, then maybe there might be something to it. Don't you think?
Certainly there is something to it. Control. Man has spent his existence wishing to believe in the supernatural and imposing his belief on others. What could be more convenient for manipulating the masses? A perfect, inaccessible being and a plethora of demons in every one. The perfect idea to relieve men of all responsibility while still finding them guilty.
Cabo.
Can you tell me more about your capacities, your supernatural powers?
Supernatural? From my point of view, they are perfectly natural. Well, Louis, just because the monkey does not fly doesn't mean that we should consider the bird a supernatural creature. We are all part of a grand design. We are simply made like this. By developing our art, we are able to read thoughts as well as write in the minds of men. It is possible for us to make them bow to our desire, but it doesn't work without leaving some scars.
Altre domande, pieno di domande qua, gente.
Why should I trust you?
I'm not asking you to, Louis. If you are still in doubt about the demons, I can assure you that won't last long.
But why me?
Why do I tell you about the greatest secret ever revealed to man?
That's right.
I'm coming to that, don't worry.
What has my mother got to do with all this?
She embarked on a crusade many years ago to kill all the demons.
Sì, tutti I demoni.
That must have upset you. I imagine you retaliated.
No, I'm afraid she never forgave me.
Forgave what?
We met when she was still just a young woman. I appeared to her in a different form because I didn't want to reveal the identity of Lord Mortimer at that time. She was looking for someone interested in the occult to decipher an ancient book. We spent many years together until I revealed my true
Sta
nature
raccontando
to
la
her.
verità però, eh. Combacia il discorso che aveva fatto sua madre Sara.
The old book was Al-Azif, wasn't it?
Did she speak about it?
Not so long ago, yes.
Indeed, it was already Al-Azif. She wanted to unlock the secrets.
What are the demons' projects for humanity?
Our aim has long since been to protect humanity from itself. On the other hand, although we give them the impulse to succeed, we don't all agree as to the path they take to achieve it.
How would you qualify your species, scientifically?
Good question. What is your area of expertise?
Biologia, la fisica, la filosofia, biologia.
I would say biology.
So, I would class demons along with parasites.
The comparison's not very flattering. You live inside a host and you feed on that host. Do you not?
A large number of parasites are essential to the survival of their bearer, you know. We do indeed choose a host, we enter inside them, and we evolve with them. But if you prefer a more philosophical approach, or a more poetical one, consider us as an idea. We are an idea that penetrates the human spirit. But in fact, in no way are we a danger for our hosts. Quite the contrary, we strengthen them.
Cabo?
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you.
Ma perché rivela tutto a lui tranquillo? Cioè, perché?
So, Von Borchert, he was looking for the Al-Azif for you.
Exactly. Al-Azif has always belonged to my family, Louis. And with good reason. My father wrote much of it. Can you tell me what you've done with
What? You mean the Al-Azif?
No, I already know that. Sarah came here with it and got rid of it. I was thinking of von Bortert. He isn't essential, but he is a trusted person.
He's a prisoner at our headquarters in Paris.
All right.
If you could manipulate us mentally, what's the point of all the theatrics of the conference?
You must suspect that we asked ourselves that very same question. For many centuries, we didn't organize any conferences, and most of the time, it ended in civil war between demons. Many of us were killed during this period. The idea of organizing conferences was the answer to everything. The interest being to erect some rules among ourselves. Our family first divided up all the principal countries of the world. Now, whenever one of us wanted to propose a major change between these countries, they summon the demon in question and initiate a conference. The demon that initiates the proposition doesn't have to give notification of the subject of the conference beforehand. Consequently, we participate along with our best assets. Once the humans are brought together, the conference begins, but we are forbidden to use our talents to influence the participants. The first meeting is held in order to expose the subject to all the participants, followed by several days of reflection, during which we are allowed to be persuasive but not to impose our will. A second meeting closes the conference with a final vote.
So, for you it's a game, isn't it?
I understand your remark, but after living several centuries, you stand back and enjoy what reflection and pleasure you can.
But how do you agree on global policy?
Locally, we often have competing interests, and sometimes we start wars between men which are linked to our disagreements. Most of the time, our father steps in and gives directives, which my family follow to the letter. Indeed, in my opinion, it is high time we moved on.
What do you mean?
I mean that a new era must begin. The old monarchic regimes are outdated, and it's time to evolve.
Did what happened to Elizabeth Adams have anything to do with you?
Unfortunately, the poor girl became an issue between us, in spite of herself. A family of demons is still a family, and as in all families, there are disputes. Elizabeth's family, the Adams, has always been under the patriarchal control of my father. As he and myself are not really on very good terms, sending poor Elizabeth here was terribly rude of him, really.
You did accept, though.
No, I would say rather I was presented with a fait accompli by Gregory and went along with the intention of helping her. But this is my castle, and everyone is the master of their own home.
Insomma, Elizabeth è la vittima del mezzo. Cioè, sì, Elizabeth, sì, è Adams. Scienza.
The voice in Elizabeth's head. It was you.
It was my father, to be precise. I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show
Quindi c'è
you.
ancora suo padre, ancora vivo.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me?
Perché lui,
Why tell me
infatti?
all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
Allora, persuasione immune, logica non da nulla, proviamo etichetta.
My lord, I don't know if I can answer in all honesty.
Please do, Louis. You can say anything to me, believe me.
You must admit, being surrounded by all these servants isn't doing much to relax me.
Oh, forget the servants. They're only here to ensure my safety.
Why? What are you afraid of?
Well, I wouldn't want you to get the wrong idea, Louis. But you have spent your entire life fighting the occult. You have just stolen the Holy Lance from me, and I do happen to be a demon. Do you not realize the power that relic has on a demon?
Sì, non ho idea. No, conosco il suo potere. Che potere ha, scusa? Di uccidere un demone, sicuro.
Well, that's true.
Sarah must have told you, didn't she? Surprises me that you've wasted all this time looking for the lance instead of fleeing.
You know I know, don't you?
Let's say I think you know enough to doubt that you could be persuaded to leave without a reason. Am I right?
The lance is supposed to kill demons, right?
And indeed it can. At least some of them. That's why I've chosen to protect myself. You never know. Just imagine if Sarah wanted to get rid of me through you. Because that's exactly what she wants to do. Isn't it, Louis?
Che senso ha rispondere sì o no?
Indeed it is.
Of course. Except that she hasn't told you everything, Louis. That's why this discussion is so essential. Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been. You, as much as me, you are one of us, Louis. You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
What
You
the...
know it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth.
No,
Where do you
aspetta.
think that natural, charismatic presence comes from? Your talent must already have manifested itself somehow. Have you ever had any visions?
No. Stop it. It's
Have
absurd.
you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied to you,
What do you mean?
Louis. I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
Cast...
No.
Che-
No, it's not possible.
You are my son.
Liar! Well, well. So now you're his bastard. You really took me for a fool.
What?
Don't make a move, you clowns!
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid! Ah, not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I've had to pay for it. You don't know what it's like. He's in your head. He's in your soul.
Aspetta,
I
ma...
never want to feel that again.
Jacques, I did not betray you.
You're just like him.
Aspetta, ma... Cioè, scusate, ma... Perché tutto va su sto qua adesso? Cioè, what the fuck? Anche il personaggio, cose, non ci capisco più. Ma che cavolo sta succedendo in sto capitolo? Ma porca vacca. Ah, una roba alla volta. Allora, etichetta e psicologia. Anche io voglio sapere cosa è successo. Non come osa un umano minacciarmi. Questa è dura. Tu sei proprio come lui. Mortimer mente, proviamo.
Come on. Don't tell me you believe all that crap, do you? Pull yourself together, man. There's nothing to prove that anything he told us is true.
Ok, dai.
You don't know him, Louis. That's how he operates. When you start to understand the situation, it'll be too late. You'll already be in up to your neck. So, what are you gonna do now? You've just found out your true nature. What difference does it make?
Non ricordo più. Io non mi ricordo più cos'era. Perù. Etichetta. No, devo farmi i tribus terrestri. Immunità. Cioè io farei immunità interrogatorio solo per sbloccarmi il suo coso. Però fallisco se faccio l'interrogatorio. Che palle, dai, volevo sbloccare la sua invulnerabilità però. Vabbè, costretto a fare
Jack,
questo.
I can assure you that what Lord Mortimer just told me makes no difference.
That's what you think. But you're already in his hands. And you don't even know it, Louis.
No, Jacques, it's the contrary. Everything that's been happening here has been carefully planned by the Golden Order for months. And everything is going exactly as planned. Lower your weapon. It's all right. It's over. You'll make it through. And you're going to get your life back.
You're just like him. You are already. You can't see it, or you don't want to see it, but it's already too late. In fact, I haven't got any choice.
You always have a choice. You know very well what will happen to you if you shoot me.
Aia, aia. Perché c'è un pallino qua? Perché c'è un pallino invece gli altri no? Sarò un demone buono. Non conosce bene, no. I demoni staranno, no.
You're going to be held accountable, and you will lose everything, starting with your freedom, and then your head.
I told you, I don't care.
Not about yourself, maybe, but what about your daughter? It wouldn't be the same for her, would it?
Shut up! Shut up!
She will be alone, in a world that you know is hostile. What will become of her?
That's true, but...
Don't abandon her. Not a second time. It's your last chance, my friend. It's over. Come now, Mr.
You know what I told you. Evil and good depend on you, and not on your nature.
Yes, it's true, and the same holds true for all of us.
Monsieur Peru, I am willing to overlook this latest scene. You can thank my son for that. I think, however, that you ought to take your leave for your good and ours, as well as that of your daughter.
Cioè, mio figlio cosa? Così all'improvviso. Oh. Porca vacca, gente, ma come sta slittando via la storia di sto
Not too shaken
gioco.
up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
Sei scosso? Non so che dire, cioè. Sì che sono
You could
scosso,
say that
madonna.
again.
For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind. Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
Hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
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 You heard me. From now on,
Cos?
whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
Ma che ca...
But I'd be violating their minds, wouldn't I?
No, nothing of the sort. You won't really be penetrating their psyches. Let's just say you'll be picking up residual signals emitted by their thoughts. It isn't intrusive at all, rest assured. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent when you...
Sangue nuovo, sangue nuovo. Hai avuto una rivelazione sulle tue origini. Se legge il pensiero superficiale della gente. Forse prima non potevo avere sto talento finché non facevo queste risposte. Può
Between
essere.
ourselves, you can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy, and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later, if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
Lettura del pensiero. Cioè, gente sta cambiando di brutto così. Lui tranquillo personaggio, dai, tranquillo, sì, dai. Ma io sono scatenato. Ma che cavolo sarei lì e dice, ma cosa sta succedendo? Vabbè. Abilità, lettura del pensiero. Ora puoi ascoltare i pensieri superficiali. Sì, vabbè, superficiali dei tuoi interlocutori. Ogni uso di legge mente. Ogni uso di leggi la mente costa un punto essenza. Attenzione, punti essenza adesso. Puoi ritenere 1 quando affronti una immunità, 2 quando sfrutti una vulnerabilità e 3 assumendo un tribulus terrestre. Attenzione. Vado, Guarda che si è aggiunto, guarda.
Let's see what Mortimer's thinking about.
He is thinking he might not have been clear enough with you.
Arrogante. Per forza ci becchiamo l'arrogante qua. Dov'è l'arrogante qua? Arrogante.
When I...
È un triangolo. Dov'è il triangolo qua? Eccolo qua. Hai messo la prova di tuo potere contro Lord Mortimer. Persuasione.
told you not to try to read into Gregory or our experienced demons. It also applied to me, of course.
You can hear me think?
Of course I can. I can sense you.
Fuck,
For the
ma che
moment, your
figata.
mind shines like 1,000 lights because you haven't yet mastered the art of concealment from the psyches of others. So, I give you a weapon, and the first thing you do is try to shoot me with it? If my intentions were evil, you would already be at my mercy. So be very careful on whom you use the talent.
Scusati, dai. No, vado via così, no, scusa.
All right. Please excuse me.
And don't ever apologize, my son. You are far above that from now on. Now go. One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
What? Sventrato la No.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
No, adesso ne parliamo faccia a faccia con Sara.
You shot her in cold blood. What is at stake here far outweighs our personal interests. I should...
Personal interests? I'm talking about my sister's life. She was my other half.
Calm down, Emily, calm down.
Louis, don't come near me.
I warned you what would happen if I found her.
Puoi anche ucciderla questa. Puoi anche ucciderla questa bastarda. Non mi importa più. No. Confronto inizio. Allora, ok, stiamo attenti. Sborro, manipolazione, interrogazione. Vulnerabilità. Vediamo cosa sta pensando. No, intanto...
Emily, put the weapon down.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Well, to be fair, we've all made mistakes. And look at her, Emily. She's paid for hers.
I'm
Caspita, potevo prendere... Caspita.
all alone now.
Duchess, I am sorry for what happened. I didn't have any choice.
Ah, you! Shut your mouth! You had the choice, all right. You used people according to your own desires, without any scruples.
Excuse me, Duchess, but we're in the same line of business.
Shut it!
And as for Emma, she knew only too
No,
well.
Emily, look at me. Emily?
What did you say?
Ma scusa, c'ho il coso.
Emily, no. If she has to die, it will be by my hand. That bitch lied to me all my life, Emily.
Louis!
Shut up! You lied to me!
What are you talking about?
If she has to die, I'm the one who's gonna do it.
Louis, no! What did he tell you?
But why did Sarah betray Emma? Why?
Your sister was supposed to hide something, and no one was supposed to have been able to find it.
And she would never have talked, even under torture. So why get rid of her?
Unfortunately, Emily, the creatures who live here employ methods that no one can resist.
I was going to get her out of there for God's sake. So what are you talking about?
fase. Logica. Ok, proviamo. No, tanto non falliamo. Proviamo a sbloccargli le robe. Manipolazione, integrazione. Logica. Proviamo.
Emily, Emma would have never been able to resist Holm or Mortimer.
Emma was working for Holm. She had nothing to fear from him. Indeed, it was he who treated her after your mother left her for dead. And Mortimer would never have gotten the better of her, especially not with Holm's protection. I've had enough. I'm going to shoot your mother. Don't tell me Emma died because of that book. I have to know. Anything but that damn book.
Non ci crederebbe. Mortimer riesce a leggere la mente delle persone.
Mortimer and Holm can read our very thoughts.
What?
Emma would have never been able to resist them.
What are you talking about?
Mortimer has the power to read thoughts.
That's impossible.
And yet, he has found a way. It wouldn't even have been difficult for him to get into her mind. Look what they did to that poor girl Elizabeth. Look at Peru. He was pushed right to the edge, year after year.
I can't believe it.
I promise you, it's the truth.
Louis, Do you realize what you are asking me to believe?
I know, but it's the truth, Emily.
How do you expect me to accept this? We are in the Golden Order precisely to fight against such beliefs.
Do you remember those deeds we found behind the chimney? They weren't fake. There's a reason why they're all signed by his same hand.
Demons.
In his study, he keeps the Mortimer family tree. They produced only boys, just one per generation since the Third Crusade, and they are all called William. He justifies his own existence, Emily.
Look, I'm going to believe you, but if you're taking me for a ride...
Unfortunately for us, it'd be impossible to even make up a story like that.
All right, I believe you. Thank him. You owe him your life.
I have always been very lucky to have him as my son.
Adesso ho reso conto qua.
I really thought my next breath would be my last.
Well, anything's possible.
This is no time to be joking. Just help me climb aboard this boat, and let's get off of this cursed island.
No, I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you, until you've told me everything.
For crying out loud, what are you talking about?
Paris, 1763, number 12 on Rue des Martyrs.
No. I beg you, please trust me. He's manipulating you. We must leave.
Paris.
Can't you see he wants you? And he'll do anything to turn you against me.
Number 12 on Rue des Martyrs.
He had to pay for what he did to me. I panicked. There she was with the baby due. I thought it was the right time to touch it, but
To touch it? By disemboweling her and stealing me from her?
The girl was already condemned to die. He never leaves any witnesses behind. She meant nothing to him. And I absolutely had to find a way of stopping him. I couldn't let him reproduce. I had to stop him propagating himself.
Ah, hai capito? Ah.
Did you lost your mind or what? How did you stop him by stealing a baby?
He was multiplying. I had to do something. It took me years to pick up his trail again, Louis. From the second I took you in, I couldn't bear to be apart from you. I looked after you, fed you, raised you, like a mother.
You made me in your own image.
No, you're wrong. I devoted my whole life to teaching you to distinguish between right and wrong, so you would have the choice. You are not like him.
But you never told me.
I wanted to. I very nearly told you everything, at least a dozen times.
You didn't though, did you? Why?
I don't know, Louis.
Vabbè, è inutile parlare con sta qua perché tanto abbiamo già tutte le cose, non serve neanche, non ci dà niente. Non ci dà niente, c'è occultismo e basta sta qua.
You lacked the courage.
Yes, Louis. Yes, I was wrong. I should have told you earlier. I know. Forgive me, I beg you. Louis, yes. I made mistakes in the past, but now I'm ready to...
Do you consider me a mistake?
No, not you. You are what I am most proud of in my whole life. You are good. You fight to do right. You are not like him.
Still, he is my father. Why did you steal me?
You don't want to know, believe me.
For once in your life, be honest. Why all this mess? Why do you have it in for him so much? Why?
Because I'm his daughter. I know what he's doing. I see he has his eye on you. He's hovering around you, tempting you. He did it to me before you. And if you don't live up to his expectations, he will cast you away.
Is that what happened to you?
I wasn't good enough for him. So he rejected me.
What do you mean?
He tried to initiate me, but it would seem I am unable to develop his talent. I can't withdraw my mind from my body.
I get it. The reason why you abducted me is because he didn't love you, isn't it?
He doesn't love anyone, Louis. Don't be taken in.
Cosa? Lei è sua... Lei è la figlia di lui? Ma io sono figlio di lui? What the... Non voglio rivederla mai più, la perdono, muori. Nonostante... Cioè, lui non ama nessuno, aveva le sue ragioni, sì, ok, però... La perdono. No, la perdono, no. Cioè, non si può, cioè.
I'm a little mixed up, but I do understand your choice. You were wrong not to speak to me about it before. But I understand that you didn't want to leave me with him.
Oh, thank you, Louis. I promise never to lie to you again, my son. Come, let's go home.
I can't.
What do you mean? Why not?
I've got to know. Trust me. We'll meet in Paris.
He wants you, Louis. He will never let you go.
Don't worry.
Tieni tutto per te, no? Consegna la lettera di Piaghi.
Here. This is yours.
Don't forget, Louis. You've got the lance. You can beat him. If you hit him with it, he won't be able to escape from his mortal envelope, and he will die with it.
Cabò. Scoperto come? Non ho scoperto la menzogna di Sara De Richet. Cioè, beh, l'ho capito la menzogna di Sara De Richet. Cioè, perché non voleva? Perché voleva fermare i cosi ed è stata rifiutata da lui alla fine. Cioè, ha fatto tutto ciò perché è stata rifiutata, perché lui non ha un talento, lei non ha un talento simile al suo, allora lui l'ha buttata fuori, cioè via. Per quello, cioè, ma come non scopro? Sì che l'ho scoperto la menzogna, cioè, boh, vabbè. Vabbè, dai, però va a cabo. Cosa abbiamo qua? Abbiamo sbloccato tutto. Livello 14. 8 punti, attenzione, 8 punti. 5 punti a livello 3. 3. Poi cos'è? Talenti, occultismo, manipolazione. Mi serve più che altro questi qua, però ormai sti qua siamo arrivati alla fine, non servono più niente, quindi. Manipolazione, vai.